Hey everyone, Steve here from My Crypto World. Welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to look at a number of articles that have come out in relation to certain projects in the crypto space. We're certainly going to be looking at a CEO of a top $4.5 billion fund and why he thinks the crypto bottom is certainly in. We'll be looking at a scaling solution that Polygon are presenting for Ethereum. We're going to have a look at what the White House thinks on Cardano and some awesome news from Silica regarding Web3 gaming console. So if you like our content, please smash that like button and help this channel grow. Even better if you'd like to subscribe so you can be informed when the news updates come out and you can be kept up to date with all the latest information as well. Let's kick it off with these news articles right now. Okay everyone, let's kick it off with today's news in the crypto space. First of all, a news article that came out about a week ago from the Daily Hodl. Again, I was on leave during this time, but it's a pretty good story and it kind of relates to what I was speaking about last week when we spoke about, or I spoke about, the market bottom for crypto assets being in already. So at the moment we've got a CEO of a $4.5 billion fund. He says that Bitcoin has bottomed out and is ready to rally, and here's his targets. The founder and CEO of crypto asset fund Pantera Capital, Dan Morehead, is expressing bullish sentiment on Bitcoin. Morehead says in a Bloomberg interview that Bitcoin bottomed out in June and is on the cusp of a bull market as it has now surpassed the average period of a bear cycle. He goes on to say that, as you know, we've been doing this stuff for 10 years and we've been through 3 big bear market cycles, and on average they've lasted 220 days, and that's basically what we've just had. Bitcoin is a proxy for the industry, and it's averaged 2.5x a year for 11 years. So that's always a kind of standard forecast that is and will probably keep going at the same growth rate for a while. Bitcoin is no longer everything though. There was a time Bitcoin was 100% of the market, and for a while Bitcoin and Ethereum were essentially everything. Now there are many really important projects, and as you've seen Bitcoin rally a bit, but the real story is projects other than Bitcoin and Ethereum rallying even more. Now we've spoken about market cycles, and once a week I do a market cycle analyst on this channel to confirm or I guess deny where the market's headed. And I did do an article, it might have been 3-4 months ago now, regarding the cycle lengths that are in play at the moment and how bear markets don't really last that long in this whole scheme of things. Sometimes they'll last anywhere between 12 and 18 months, and then you'll get a massive bullish cycle that will last a lot longer than that. So it's positive news from somebody who certainly has probably got his finger on the pulse as far as the whole market cycle goes. The next news article today is related to Polygon. So Polygon plans to aggressively expand by hiring 200 people in the coming months. The Ethereum scaling solution Polygon, the kicker is Matic, is reportedly planning to aggressively hire more workers to take advantage of the crypto downturn this year. Now remember last week we spoke about look for projects that are still soldiering forward and that are looking to develop heavily through this downward period. And certainly Polygon is one of those companies as well, which I didn't mention last week, but it's absolutely there. According to a new report by Bloomberg, Polygon is going to broaden its workforce by 40% in the coming months to capitalize on the availability of talent after a number of crypto companies either laid off employees or imposed a hire freeze this year. Polygon, which raised $450 million through the sales of a private tokens in February, currently has around about 500 full-time employees that work from a remote location. So they're going to increase that by 40%. So pretty much another 250 people, or just slightly under that. Previously, Polygon siphoned 30 developers from non-fungible tokens, Launchpad One Planet, according to a report. Polygon Human Resources head also says that they've attracted talent from big tech firms including Amazon, Electronic Arts and YouTube. Polygon's hiring spree comes months after the crypto exchange platforms, including Coinbase, Gemini and Crypto.com, announced they would be reducing their workforces. I think they're absolutely crazy. That is Coinbase, Gemini and Crypto.com to be reducing their workforces. What's going to happen is when the market does bottom out fully, which I think it has, when the market rally starts to commence again, they are going to be struggling to get enough people in to accommodate the growth that's going to happen in the crypto space over the next 6 to 12 months, without a doubt. So that's positive news if you're a Polygon holder, or a Matic holder I should say. I certainly am one, and again it represents another fantastic company that's moving forward, even though the market sentiment at the moment is down. Anyway, now good news for Cardano holders. Charles Hoskinson has been in the news quite a bit recently, talking about a lot of good things that Cardano are doing, and the White House now has their eye on Cardano and can take ADA into this direction. According to a new White House energy report, Cardano is one of the largest proof-of-stake blockchains in the world in terms of electricity consumption and market valuation. The report is issued by the White House, aims to understand the cryptocurrency space's impact on climate change, and it also looks at whether there are any reforms that the government would need to implement to improve the cryptocurrency market's impact on the environment. Now, when you read that article, this whole article, really for me, it's what's not being said. It's basically the government now saying, how can we help the cryptocurrency market improve their impact on the environment? To me, that says cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, that it is a valid project, it's got scalability, it's got solutions, either now or in the future, and they want to know and be part of it. So very positive sentence there. On one of the pages of the report, the White House ranked all the cryptocurrencies by market valuation and energy consumption. Now, this article is a little bit old because it's got Ethereum here as a POW, which is proof of work, and we all know Ethereum has done their upgrade and they've gone to proof of stake. However, Cardano was ranked number 3 overall, with the same claiming the number 1 spot on the proof of stake front. So this was done back in August, and since then Ethereum is now proof of stake as well. The aforementioned revelation fueled Cardano supporters and community members. As expected, Cardano soon garnered a lot of support on Twitter, with many stating that this is a bullish sign for ADA. The announcement has seen a nod of approval from the White House, and people on social media have reacted positively to this update. Cardano's social media presence has been increasing gradually for quite some time now, with social engagements up by 20% and social mentions up by 30% over the previous month. However, that's not the only good news for ADA, with its volume growing steadily without much volatility for quite some time. Even though there was a dip in the volume recently, trading volume soon climbed from 732 million to 763 million, so an increase of about 30 million in trading volume. Furthermore, the MVRV ratio has also been climbing steadily, with the same being another indicator of a bullish future. So really good news for Cardano holders if you happen to be one. If you're not a Cardano holder, I would strongly encourage you to look at this project, because it is definitely going to be around for the long term. Actually, Charles Hoskinson has just been the guest speaker, or the primary speaker, I think, at an event over in New York at the moment, where he listed out why Cardano was going to be around for the long term. And I might try and see if I can find that clip and link it in below. I don't have it for you today, but his question, the Q&A session that he was part of, was very, very informative. Okay, last story for the day. Silica. Oops, I'll move my fat head. Silica to launch Web3 games console in early 2023. So this isn't Web 2, this is Web 3. So this is a massive, massive development. The blockchain network has unveiled a prototype of its game console, which aims to hide the complexity of Web 3 from the end user. So Silica, again, is one of my favorites. There's not much other than this article. It does go on to talk about what Silica is and how it launched, all that sort of stuff, but I think this is absolutely fantastic news. Silica is a layer 1 blockchain. It's preparing to, actually let's just read it. I haven't even highlighted parts of this when I saw it come out. I was pretty excited. We'll go layer 1 blockchain. Silica is preparing to dive into the world of Web3 gaming, with the launch of the hardware console and gaming hub. A prototype version of the console was unveiled today, showcasing a sleek design with an array of ports including HDMI, Ethernet, USB-C and USB 3.0 connections. And here's I guess a better picture of it on the screen now. Silica engineers spent 6 months in the research phase, designing and testing the console with the intent of seamlessly integrating Web3 aspects, crypto wallet, mining software, blockchain tech to a recognizable gaming experience. They have really taken the bull by the horns here. I mean, you've got companies like Xbox, so Microsoft and Sony will be absolutely looking at this technology now and wondering how the hell they can get involved in it. And I'm sure they're already working on stuff. But for Silica, a non-gaming platform provider to provide a platform in gaming in Web3 is pretty exciting news. Silica took the approach of hiding the complexity of creating the embedded Web3 wallet. Head of gaming technology at Silica told Decrypt, and he's pointed to an example of the NFT collection NBA Top Shot as a benchmark to emulate. So pretty exciting news here. Now, I don't think much has happened to the Silica price since this has been released, this news article. However, it's only a prototype. It will grow from here, and we'll just have to wait and see where things are at in 2023. Following the testing phase, a gaming console is scheduled to launch in the first quarter of 2023 with joint release from 2 Silica native titles, including the first-person shooter game Web3 War. Well, there you go. So again, watch this space. Another company that is driving change to the industry and bringing change to the industry despite the fact that the market sentiment has been down for the last 18 months or so. That's it for today's news, guys. Again, any comments, drop them down below and I'll try and get back to you in an appropriate time, although it's always busy here in Australia. And we'll take care of yourself and each other. We'll chat to you in a few days when we come back with some further news articles. Until then, take care. Cheers.